Most important, body transformation never is just one thing. If I say, take this supplement, no, you know already that. I always repeat this. I want to make sure that you understand that concept of, for me to have a real body transformation, I need to connect the dots in my life. I need to connect the dots. And for you to start, there are some principles. You need to start somewhere. That's what we are going to talk about here today. There are some essential areas, essential strategy that's crucial. Like, no matter what you do, if you don't start with that foundation, nothing else will matter. Even if you're eating salad, nothing matter. You need to create that foundation that I'm going to show you now. Many things are basic, but you need to understand, if you are doing every single time that I explain to you, you need to talk to yourself. Am I doing this or not? How often am I doing this? How many times have I have done this week? You start questioning yourself once you are checking the information that I'm showing you now. All good? I'm going to share the screen for you. Now it's time for you to pay attention. I'm going to try to be fast. Can you guys see this, right? Check this out. Really important. The first thing, you need to know what's holistic body transformation. Like, what does it mean, holistic, Thiago? What exactly is that? For you to know, it's a comprehensive and integrated approach to improve one's physical, not only one area, but physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Why is that, Thiago? Because your emotion, you know that how many times have you destroyed your results, you lost motivation, you stopped taking care of yourself because of your emotions, because you had an argument with your partner, because someone passed away. How many times have you given up because of your emotions? That's why everything that we are talking here, the nutrients, the food that you need to eat, all the strategies should focus on your emotions as well and your mental part as well. That's the strategy for you to focus and optimize your physical body, for you to have a body transformation. It goes beyond solely focusing on changing physical appearance or fitness levels, and encompasses various aspects of a person's life and health. All right. Now let's go to one important part. What you need to know. This event, everything that I'm going to tell you here is for you who are having weight gain. Thiago, 10 years ago, never had issues with weight gain. I have now. That's for you. That's for you who have hormone imbalance, thyroid issues, like any hormone imbalance, insulin resistance, cortisol spiking for too long, estrogen issues because you're in postmenopause. Like, guys, hormonal imbalance, that event is for you. If you have belly fat, that's for you for sure. If you have SIBO, if you have PCOS, we want to talk about this. All the strategies will be for you who have PCOS and SIBO as well, or SIBO. For you who have autoimmune disease, for you who have inflammation, that's crucial. If you have anxiety or stress, that's for you. If you have gut issues, anything related to your gut, what I'm going to tell you here is for you. If you have constipation, it's going to be for you. Joint pain, if you have poor sleep, if you have low energy, and if you have cravings. Because all those things here are affecting your results. You never have a body transformation if you're having at least one of these symptoms for too long. All right, let me continue. So check it out. The first thing that you need to know, first thing, why you struggle to sustain your results. Have you asked this question? Yeah, okay, why am I struggling to get to sustain my results when I follow a specific diet? Why is that? You need to know why. For example, if you go and follow all those diets, guys, they are great. Remember this forever. They are great, but it doesn't mean that they are great for you. And it doesn't mean that they are going to be great after 6 months, because you're going to be 6 months older. Your gut will be different. Your hormones will be different. But what's the problem when you focus on the diet? Is when you, for example, low carb diet, it means what? It means that you're going to focus on only reducing your carb. So just focus on it will not solve the problem. Why? Because what if you have deficiency of essential nutrients? You're not having enough vitamin B complex, for example, to help your hormones, or iron to help your hormones, or zinc to help your digestive system, or magnesium to help more than 300 functions in your body. And you're just focused on carbs. What's going to happen? Once you finish that low carb diet, boom, you're going to increase inflammation again, and you're going to create more hormone imbalance again. Why? Because a low carb diet never focuses on hormones and inflammation, never, right? Keto diet, same thing. Let's suppose you're focusing on eating more fat, right? Because remember, I'm going to repeat again, those diets are great, but it doesn't mean that's are great for you. If you focus on them, depending on your problem, the problem is never the diet. The problem is always how weak or how inflamed or how much hormone imbalance that you have. Example, you have You're following now keto diet. Now you're losing weight. Boom, boom, boom. You're losing weight because you are not consuming carbs anymore. 30 to 50 grams of carbs every day. What's going to happen if your gut microbiome, you have groups of bacteria that, for example, you have a group of bacteria that majority of that bacteria, they are not adapted to consume and metabolize a lot of fat that you're eating. What's going to happen with you? You can increase your gut issues. You can have even more dysbiosis. You can have more leaky gut. You can even feel like exhausted. You can change your mood. You can literally affect your hormones. Why? Not because of the keto diet itself. It's just because your body is not adapted to that. Your gut microbiome, Akkermansia, Bacteroidetes, the groups of bacteria inside your gut, proteobacteria, that we are going to talk about this. Depending on the groups of bacteria, your bacteria will complain. And you are going to, instead of solving the problem, imagine how many of you stopped doing keto and then you gained all your weight back again after keto diet. You do it for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Vegan diet, same thing. For example, if you have IBS, if you have food allergies, or if you are sensitive to compounds found in vegetables, such as like lectins, phytate, oxalate, or even too much fiber, what can happen with you? It can increase your problems. That's the point. The problem is never the diet. It's all about how weak, how inflamed, or how much inflammation and the gut microbiome is inside you. It's all about your unique body. High protein diet. You think, protein, all my coaches, everybody on the internet say that I need to have more protein. You need to have more protein. But what's the problem? Even if you exaggerate in protein, what you can increase? Proteobacteria, the bacteria that are pro-inflammatory. The same bacteria that all of us have in our gut. We need to expect 5% of this bacteria in our gut. Tiago, how can I increase this bacteria in my gut? Is when I'm eating more sugar, more refined carbs, more inflammatory food, but also even like a simple protein. I'm eating my chicken. I'm eating tofu. I'm eating this. But if you exaggerate like crazy in excess, what's going to happen? More proteobacteria. You think that you're improving yourself by eating a lot of protein, but actually you're increasing inflammation because you're increasing those bacteria. Did you get it? Most of you don't have this problem. Actually, you have the opposite. Most of you actually have deficiency of protein, but you need to know this. But what you need to know for you to know next, step number 1, for you to have a holistic body transformation is reduce inflammation. Don't think anything else besides that. First, reduce inflammation, strengthen your gut microbiome, modulate your hormones naturally, optimize your digestive system. Guys, pay attention to this. Are you noticing that I'm saying different things here? So inflammation is one thing, gut microbiome is another thing, hormones, modulating hormones is another thing, and optimizing your digestive system is another thing. But what's the point? All of them are connected, even if they are different, but they are connected. So you need to connect the dots. Example. Let's say you tell me, Tiago, I'm trying to have a body transformation. I'm focusing on anti-inflammatory diet. What are you doing here? You're just focusing on here. If you tell me I'm doing an anti-inflammatory diet, what's going to happen with you? You are reducing inflammation, but you are not optimizing, strengthening your gut microbiome properly. But you are not modulating your hormones properly. But you are not optimizing your digestive system properly. So it doesn't matter if you are just focusing on reducing inflammation. Did you get it? Same thing with, for example, digestive system. Tiago, I'm focusing on my digestive system. I'm taking betaine, I'm taking digestive enzymes. But if you're just focusing on this, what's going to happen? You will never fix the inflammation. You will never fix your gut. You will never balance your hormones properly. Always, you need to connect the dots. Always.